months later, 9 months, 11 months later, and basically, like I said, the rest was history. So hang on, I got something on my screen from him hitting the recording. So 2014, the rest was history, and we had no real bad problems when I launched in 2014. That's why I said it was worked out. With CollectDirect, it's not work. It's not like so now. How do I put this? I'm trying to. Okay, so now what I want to talk about is 2024 with CollectDirect. Now, keep in mind, I didn't want to launch this company. I didn't want to launch this company in 2023. I wanted to launch it in 24, but I was pushed by some of the people in the field to launch, and we did. And I believe it was rushed. I believe the company, we came out with these special starter packs. We came out with all kinds of different things that people could share, give away, sell. And that platform was not a bad platform, but we could have made it way better. And straight up, guys, I'm just saying this to you. That was rushed. It was rushed. It wasn't done like my last company. The good thing is, and this is the only thing I could say, the good thing of us launching in August of 2023 is that now we've seen the industry and we've seen the attraction, and now we have what I was talking to my one of my assistants, Terry Reckner, about earlier, somewhat of a roadmap of what needs to be tweaked, what we can do to have great success like I had in my last company. I mean, you wouldn't believe when you got 150, 200 people making thousands of dollars a week. And that's what happened in that company. And I believe it could be bigger here. So guys, get this. So the past couple months, I've been reaching out.
Hey Dave, excuse me 1 second.
What?
Do you have something else running on your screen? Because everything's freezing up on you.
No, I don't have nothing else running on my screen.
Okay, go ahead. We'll just do the best we can.
That's fine. Okay. I mean, my camera is not hooked on to me or anything, so I'm talking into the screen. So
yep.
The past, okay. So are we okay to go, or are we not? Oh, you know,
everything's fine on my end.
Okay, good.
Okay.
On this end too, Dave. It's all good.
All right, got it. So guys, all I'm saying, let me get back to my train of thought. When I get on a roll, I get on a roll. And so okay, so hang on a second. All right, all right. So I was saying I was talking with a few of my buddies in the industry, owners of companies, talking about this company, talking about the product line, how what's up, what's down, the economy, how things are going. And every one of these guys said, you got the best product for this industry. No, nobody could argue with that. And basically every company, they were saying, has growing pains right now. I mean, guys that have made $300 million are trying to keep their company going, and the revenues are down all over the place. But what they said about us, this product line in today's economy could be the most unbelievable product there is. And guys, all I can say is the people I talked to, they all agreed that CollectDirect, the product line, the company, it's a game changer, they say, to today's economy. I just need to tweak a couple things, they said. And so I listened to these guys. And believe me, I was taking notes. And I'm trying to put some of these notes into words so I could bring this to you and explain to you what we're going to do to just totally blow this out of the water and let people get excited like I'm excited about it. The biggest thing today is, people that look at our company go on and they see a $5,000 Joe Burrow or a $4,000 Michael Jordan or a $3,000 whoever. And right away they think they got to spend that. And right away they think they got to buy that. And it scares people away. It gets to a point where people say, well, I don't want to spend $5,000 to get in a company. I don't want to spend $500 to get in a company. And the new platform, guys, I'm telling you, it's not a platform that I want to build on big packs. It's not about David Joyce Jordan making money. It's a platform that I want to build so everybody can perform and everybody can enjoy success. And guys, I'm really telling you this because I know this is the secret sauce from guys that have made hundreds of millions of dollars telling me this is what you got to do, Dave. And so I listened and I wrote down things and I talked to my wife about it. I talked to some of the top distributors about it. And every single distributor that I talked to about it is on board with it. Guys, I didn't even know this, but we already have it. And I didn't see it. We already have it and I didn't see it. We have an incredible product line. We have a company that nobody could copy, that I believe nobody could copy, and we have a compensation plan that I believe is better than almost anything else out there. We've already got a yearly $9.98 membership fee, which is one time a year. All that is for the back end. All that is so everybody can afford to be involved, to take a position, to get involved, and it's here. So guys, we've now got the secret sauce. The biggest discovery that I want to share with you today is the $29.98 package. Guys, this $29.98 package was built back in 1985 with a company called Melaleuca that made you required to buy 29 points. And that company today is over $2 billion in sales. And their whole platform was built on 29 points, ordering 29 points from home. Believe me, I know, because I drove a free car in that business. I built that company on $29.98. Nobody could say no to me back then. I'd go in and show them to change a couple products in their home, and nobody would say no to me because it was affordable. People could afford it and get a great product. So will you get the mute on there, Robert, whoever's talking? Guys, all I'm saying, in this new platform, if everybody would follow this platform, this entire company would have bigger numbers than my past company in half the time. And believe me, when I tell you those numbers, I believe this company would have bigger numbers in half the time. This does not mean that the dugout or the new bullpen packs or the vault, this doesn't mean that any of that's gone. What I'm trying to say is it means that we put the focus on the $29.98 pack and we focus on the little guy. We focus on the little guy. You know, this structure will be built on a 20 BV or business volume requirement. Now I'm saying requirement because this will be built on a 20 BV or business volume requirement. And that last company I told you about with 29 points, you had to order 29 points a month. And people would just replace their dish soap, replace all kinds of different things. And what I'm saying to you now is that with the new platform that we want to embed into the company, everybody would only be required to spend $29.98 a month or 20 business volume. And you can buy whatever you want. Guys, if you like to take advantage of the dugout and get 100% BV and a check match and the matching BV, everybody can still do that. Moving forward, you're not going to be able to require to buy 100 BV. All you're required to buy is 20 BV a month. And your position will be qualified with all the benefits and all the opportunity that we have. And like I said, everybody would do that. Now, if you choose not to order that first month, all it will be is your bank volume is going to flush. If you choose not to order your second month, your position will purge. But here's the thing. Your $9.98 membership is good for a year. So if you decide you want to come back, you will be able to come back and you can join again under the person who enrolled you on their bottom of the leg, where that position's now purged. This is what these other network companies have done. And these guys are trying to hit me in the head with a baseball bat saying, understand it, Dave. You got the magic beanstalk. You just got to teach these guys how to grow it. And guys, I'm telling you right now, we will be out there as the company that everybody that wants to get in can afford to get in. Right now, I looked at the numbers at $29.98 or under to build a pack. We got over 6,000 items that you could go on and choose from. 6,000 items at $29.98. So we haven't taken away all the big stuff. We haven't taken away all this stuff. But guys, you'll be able to choose an auto ship program that'll make sure your position or your volume will never flush. And get this, guys, this is the coolest thing that we're working on right now. Anybody that's on an auto ship, every single month, for every 100 auto ships at $29.98, we're going to give 5 free gifts. And we don't even know what them gifts are yet. We're going to give away 5 free gifts to every 100 that get on auto ship. Meaning, so if you're on an auto ship, you got a 1 in 5 chance of winning something additionally to the product that you're buying. Okay? And that's going to be, and it doesn't count for $100 orders. It doesn't count for $4.99 orders. It doesn't count for anybody ordering $5,000 or $3,000, or it doesn't count for all them. And I don't care if somebody gets upset about it, because it's not about me making a lot of money. It's about me making the little guy win. Because when the little guy wins, everybody wins. And that's why we're going to do that. If you choose an auto ship program, it'll probably trigger somewhere around the 25th of each month. And this, you don't have to do this. If you just order 29 points a month, this auto ship plan will never trigger. This is basically your backup plan to make sure that you never flush your volume or you never purge your spot. And guys, I'm telling you, this thing is going to turn on like you've never seen. And let me just grab my notes down here. I'm trying to get you so because I don't know this comp plan like other people do. Guys, we're trying to figure out a way for you to bank. This isn't carved in stone yet, but we're trying to figure out a way for you to bank your auto ship points. So your 20 points will get banked. And there's about a $29 to $30 value with that. And then what you could do, it's like going to J.C. Penney's or going to Target or going to Walmart and putting something on layaway. The only problem is that volume would not be paid out until the money was spent into the compensation plan. That's just the network and the law and the guidelines that we have to follow as a company. There's 2 or 3 companies out there doing that, and they're having huge success with it. And I believe we could have bigger success than that. Guys, these points could add up. And like you said, I'm even going to make a smaller vault where people can buy a $500 item with that, and it'll just be allowed for the auto ship. You couldn't even go in there and buy that if you weren't on auto ship. Guys, it'll be like a layaway program. And it's pretty incredible when we figure it all out. The bigger vault, that's going to be available to all the qualified Collect Direct members. And the cool thing about the bigger vault, that's somebody like if my friend Barry, who's on here, sold a product of a Patrick Mahomes to his friend Gerald, and Gerald bought it, and the card was $100,000, about 10% of that would be paid out. But the cool thing is, Barry would get 5% of that payout, and the other 5% would go into the unit level and drop down 7 levels. So, like I said before, some little old lady in Montana would get a $900 check saying, "Wow, that's pretty cool," or a $600 check saying, "Wow, that's pretty cool." So none of that's going to change. The compensation plan is going to stay the same that way. But guys, these updates are currently going into effect this month, and I want everybody to look at this and succeed. I want everybody to understand it's now going to be much easier to build a team with a postcard program. I mean, Stan's got these incredible postcards. You go hand them out. Now people will get involved with a $29 mentality, not a $5,000 mentality. They don't want to deal with $5,000. They don't want to deal with $3,000. They want to come in with an item and a product they can afford. And there it is, $29. It'll duplicate like a wildfire. Guys, the bigger packs, they're going to still be available. All those people who want to buy more product that are going to shows, that want to do, whatever, you're going to be able to do that. But our focus is going to be on the $29.98. All the members will be required to do $29.98 if they want to build a business here and if they want to, benefit from all the Collect Direct things that we're going to do. And guys, all I can say to you is it's real simple. It's not, there's going to be, like I just said, there's going to be global bonuses with the people that are on this $29.98 program. I could care less about the 100. I could care less about the 500. And I know there's probably some distributors on here that are a little bit upset I'm saying this, but I don't care about it. I care about the little guy. I want to see the little guy win. The little networker that can go out and tell 20 people to go out and do $29.98 a month. And guys, this year, 2024, I can almost tell you it'll do better than my first company in their first full year. And that one was $3 million. I believe this can do better than that. My updates, guys, I'm telling you, this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. It's just a simple little overview. There's going to be a lot more coming out. If you guys want to send me some of your input, because right now I'm taking it all, and and you could send me an email at teamupwithdave@gmail.com. teamupwithdave@gmail.com. Just send me an email if you have any suggestions and anything that you want to talk about. Just send me an email. But what I want to do real quick is I want to see if Robert can get Jimmy Weiss off of mute real quick, and I want to get his input on this because I know I've talked to Jimmy a couple times about this. He was one of the guys who spearheaded this duplication factor. And if you can take him off mute, Jimmy, give me.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Dave.
You guys jumped on me hard for this, and it makes a lot of sense. And it's not because I'm doing this for the vision and the future of what we're going to do with it. I want to see the little guy win here. So Jimmy, you're a salesman. You're a guy that, like you said, you had a potato chip company, Stack 'em Low, whatever. However you said it, it was brilliant. But just give me a little bit on that. What you feel of what we're going to be doing here,
Dave. I am so excited that I have trouble talking about it, of what's getting ready to happen. I want the people on here to know too that I built a network marketing company from nothing to over 500 million in sales with a $29 qualifier. I was ahead of that. I recommended to the owner to do it. I've been recommending to you to do it. And you giggle at me at times and say, hey, wait a minute, we're doing this, we're doing that. You finally have got it to me, and I am fired up. I come from the business of stack them deep and sell them cheap, and it works, okay? And everybody that's on this call that's listening to this, you guys have seen nothing yet. What's going to happen is incredible. And we as founding distributors are in a position to do stuff that makes other networkers choke. They're going to choke on what they hear and what they see, and they're going to come in behind us. So anyway, I'm fired up, Dave. I mean, my God, I'm ready to roll. And $29.98 is perfect.
Yeah, it's the magic.
See ya.
Company I ever did was based around 29 points. And I know Don's kind of looking at his phone, but Don, I know you, I'm going to pull you up. I said, I'm going to do a call without Don, but I can't. Don, come on here for a minute and just give me a few words of what we've worked on the last couple of weeks to take this into the new year and spearhead the growth without any big talk. I want the $29 talk.
Yeah, well, I mean, the biggest thing is duplication, and the magic to the whole program is the 20 QV, which we've talked about. And at the end of the day, if somebody sends out a postcard and wants that person to come to the table for $29.98, and you choose to give the coupon, save $5, you can still do that. The postcard lets them save the $5, attracts a customer, because the customer gets the choice. Do I want to join for $9.98, or I just want to buy something I find in Dave's collection at $29.98? All of that part of it doesn't change. It's exciting because acquisition of customers and members is part of the program that makes every company out there successful. But as your point is well taken here by everybody, I'm sure, consistency of purchasing and that time capsule mentality of everybody will drive the eyeballs to where you let them go as a member. And that's the beautiful thing. A member has the privilege of looking at the collection that you're offering up for potential earnings of the unit level. All that kind of stuff is what we've got to get our head back down to, is more eyeballs, more transactions, more opportunity for everybody. And that's what it got me excited when we first looked at what you were talking about. And then you consulted with a lot of powerful people that came back and said, man, this is just too good. The product, everything you're saying here makes tons of sense. Apologize, I missed the first few minutes, and I apologize that I noticed the recording hadn't been started for the first 5 minutes. So I'm not sure what you said the first 5 minutes, but Dave, if I'm sitting here right now as a new person watching this Zoom, here's what I would think, just from my perspective. You're telling me I can build a business for $9.98 once a year. Yes. Do I then have a requirement? It's your choice. $29.98 allows you to participate in the compensation plan and gives me the opportunity to look into the vault and share in that opportunity. That's what you've given them a chance to do. It's their choice. 100%. It's their choice.
You're spinning it wrong. $9.98 is a yearly membership. If you don't order in one of those 2 months, your spot purges and you got to rejoin.
Yes. Yes. So I'm assuming they continue buying the $29.98. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody that's in this company, if they want to be here. Now, Don, that being said, I told a guy this morning on the call that was here to sell big packs, and I said that's still here. But if you're here for only that, then it's not for you. I said, then it's not for you. I don't care if you can make me $100,000 a month. I don't care if you bring in 10 million. It's not for you. I want the Ed Sakers of the world to win. Ed, come off mute for a second. Come off mute for a second. You're an average, great little networker that's never missed one of my calls. Deep respected, but this is a $29.98 program. You could go hang these up in the truck stops and get the truckers to have a relationship with their kids on the road at $29.98. And every one of them spends $29.98 on old pizza. So you tell me what you think of this new plan. I think it's going to duplicate like a wildfire.
I love it.
There you go. This is just from a guy that I've never talked to about it. Somebody that's just an average, been on all of our calls. He loves it, Jimmy. So there it is, I'm not for the big $100,000 guys. I'm not. I mean, I'm for the little guy. And if this company does $3 million like my company did the second year, then it's a home run for everybody. And, you know, Patrick, come on, Patrick Cassio, come on for a minute. You've been on a lot of these calls and you know marketing and you know what we're doing. What's your feelings towards what we're talking about? And hopefully it's positive, you know?
I think you're right on point of where we need to be. If we're going to be a global phenomenon, we have to think about economies around the world, not just the United States. And a lot of the reason why a lot of companies out there are struggling is because of supply chain issues.
Yep.
You have three mega warehouses filled to the rafters in stock, no supply chain issue. That's where Collect Direct is going to shine, and everybody else struggles.
Well, Patrick, thanks for jumping on. It's just simple. I want to go to one of my baseball buddies who was actually in Sioux Falls here a month and a half ago. Matt Williams, can you come on for a minute? I know we're going to do some big things, and you're one of the guys who spearheaded this $29 deal too. And basically, your daughter is connected to everybody. And you said, Dave, they'll look at it for $29, but they won't look at it for $500. I mean, tell me, just give them just a tidbit of what we got in store for this, Matt. I mean, you've made millions of dollars in Major League Baseball. I made millions of dollars in traditional business, but we've come together. Just give them a few minutes of what you think we're going to do here.
Thanks, Dave. Everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, one of the issues that we face in all of this is, one, we look at the sports fan and say, this is perfect for them. And that market is pretty limited, really. But the idea of reaching everybody, I think, is key. And the price point for me is a perfect sweet spot for everybody, because it doesn't mean that they've got to make this huge commitment. They get to participate. They get to be a part of the company if they choose to be a part of the company for a cost that is okay and palatable for them. And that's the key. So, you know, with regard to my daughter, with regard to social networking and things of that nature, there are millions of people out there that can afford to do this, or it would be comfortable for them to do. And I think that is the key. So the $29.98 is a perfect sweet spot for the majority of the people that will take a look at this, with the option, of course, to dive deeper if they choose to do so, and spend more money if they want to. But to build a business and to be a part of this at $29.98 is the perfect sweet spot for everybody. And I think people will feel comfortable. Duplication in this regard is key, of course. And at that price point, we can certainly do it.
Well, Matt, you know more than anybody how to hit a baseball with the sweet spot. You hit a home run, and all three of the teams you played for in the World Series, I think you're the only guy to do that on three teams. So this is a sweet spot, guys. I'm telling you, this is going to work. People are going to get excited. And guys, I'm telling you, I got to let Robert Wicker come in here, because now Robert's a Shriner. He's one of those guys who's connected to a lot of people. They might not be rich, but Robert, they all got $29.98, right? They all got $29 to play with some toys or baseball cards, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, and not only that, I'll tell you, we had a brother pass away, and I was at his memorial yesterday, and I was talking to his son-in-law, and I said, you know, are you much of a sports fan? And he goes, really, no. I said, well, do you know a guy named, because he told me, you know, he'd liked San Francisco, you know, baseball. And I said, well, do you know a guy named Matt Williams? He goes, oh my God, Matt Williams is like the greatest. So, I mean, he's not even a baseball fan, but, you know, he knows who Matt Williams is. And I think he's going to sign up because of it.
There you go. So thanks. And I want to go one more. I want to just shoot from the hip here. Jeff Turner, I want you to come on and tell me what you think of this new deal. Just you're just off the tip. Just I'm picking you. Tell me good, bad, or ugly. You tell me.
No, Dave. I think it's awesome. I've studied a book called The Star Principle, and there's two ways a company becomes a billion-dollar company. Is one way is appealing to the masses with a price that's so low that everybody wants it. Another way is to make it simple, and this way is the way with the price. So, I mean, I believe in it totally. The more people that you have that can access it and do it, the more people is going to sign up.
I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy. And like I said, guys, this is going to be the new way. We're into the new year. There's no waiting. We're ready. We're set up. You could go in. You could put together whatever pack you want to put together. the auto ship program. It's not up yet, but I think everybody on here understands that $29.98, it's not a lot of money. And the company ain't going to get rich with it. But what it does, it sets a precedent for the people that I'm going to bring in, and the people that Matt's going to bring in, and the people that Don's going to bring in, and the masses that get attracted to this, that are basically, going to say, I can build a business here now. I can afford to stay in. So,
hey, Dave, can I mention one thing that you and I talked about just 24 hours ago about the QV versus the BV?
Yeah.
Well, the shopping cart currently, when you load it up, shows BV, guys. That's going to change to QV because it has to be available for you to see the 20 QV in the shopping cart at the beginning. So there's a few tweaks happening as we speak. And obviously, that's what $29.98 does, is get you 20 QV. The rest of it, you'll see as we go forward here. But Dave, I know that you want that to change, and that's what Chris has to do. So I just wanted to point that out.
We're working on this. And like I said, Don, when I didn't want to bring all these numbers out with my last company, but if I look at it and I look at us starting early, like I didn't want to start until January or February, but I'm glad we did. But they're almost identical to the first 6 months of that company with this company. And I believe this company's got a better, maybe not a better compensation plan, but a better product line. And I think that'll duplicate now at $29.98. Carrie, would you jump on here for a second? You've been on about 30 Zooms this week with me.
Yes.
That's really been a battler with this. But, just give the people your thoughts of it, because you're just another one that likes the Pittsburgh Steelers. You like the Pittsburgh Penguins. You're jealous of my jersey. But,
I am.
But here's the thing, it's Mario Lemieux, too, 66. But anyway, just give the people a little bit of what you feel this is going to do.
So first, let me talk about the glitches with the website and this business compared to the previous business. The previous business worked on a platform that's been done for many, many years. What we're building is a category creator and a website and a network marketing that's never been done. So with all due respect to all of our complaining and bitching to the web designer, right? This has never been done before. And we're asking him to make Herculean effort with never being here before. And it's amazing what we've been able to do, but we keep throwing things at him because we keep having all these amazing ideas. And there's so much stuff that nobody's ever seen anything like this. So as much as I'd like to yell at him as much as possible, I do have to give him credit for being a trailblazer with us, doing something that's never been done before. And we have to accept that, right? So when you said you wanted to wait, yes, it would have been better, but nobody wanted to wait. Everybody was so excited. So we just said, okay, let's just do it. And everybody that's here, you're experiencing the growing pains. But when we get through this, it's just going to be amazing.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Terry, thank you. And guys, I wanted to give you these updates. Wednesday, Don will be in where are you going, Don? The Bahamas or Turks and Caicos? Or going somewhere.
Turks and Caicos.
And you'll be talking live on Wednesday night. And hopefully we got a lot of things figured out there where people get excited. But you can go on right now and order your $29.98. It's all there. 6,000 items to choose from. Take it and look at it, and it's going to be fun, guys. I plan on bringing, with this new $29.98, I plan on bringing in thousands of people online doing box breaks and working with the big boys like Ken Golden. We're going to do a lot of magic with this. So, guys, thank you for joining me. We knocked over 100 today on a Saturday. That's good, and I'm excited that everybody joined us here, and I'm excited that we didn't get any negative feedback, Don. If you got negative feedback, hey, team up with Dave at gmail.com. Send me whatever you want. You don't got to be, it ain't PG-13. You know how you feel, man. All right?
Dave, I have one quick question, if I may, sir.
Go ahead, Patrick.
I placed an order for $45, and I'm only showing 14 points. The program is going to go in and adjust those points to match the dollar amount that's met?
I don't know what the heck you ordered, but whatever it is, it's.
Well, he's talking about BV, Dave. It actually will convert the QV. The QV would qualify you, Patrick. Anything close to $30 is actually 20 QV.
Okay, because I did an order of 45 and it's only showing 14 points. So that's the thing that we need to make sure we get that synced in.
Yeah, but that's business volume, not qualifying volume. You know?
Okay, it's just not reflecting right now in the
right.
Numbers.
So Patrick, that was my comment, that the coder's got to change the view that you see on the shopping cart to the QV view, not the BV view.
Yes.
Right. And when does this go in effect, Dave?
Right now. And the volume might not show up there, but if you got the order, and you're going to get credit for your volume.
Okay, our email is going to go out to everyone informing them of this change.
We have all that worked out with our guys. He was supposed to have it all done today. He didn't get a hold of me this morning, but he was supposed to have it all ready to go. So I did this call. I said what I said, and I don't know if I did good, bad, or ugly, but I did what I could. I said what I, and I think people understand where we're going. So there you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for answering my question.
Okay, buddy. All right, that's it, Don. See you guys later, and thanks all for joining me. And we're going to make this $29.98 a big hit. Watch and see. It's going to happen. Thanks, guys.